Welcome back. Learn English pronunciation with A.K., I.K., by I.K. You listen me now, and I speak free now. I don't write, I have not script. I only think about, before video, I say myself, okay, this evening I will speak about that. And in this video, I speak about method of learning of A.J., but not all, only short and concretely and directly what the best, what the most important, what the best role in that method for me. It is, he have 7 rules. In the next video I will speak separately rule by rule, but now I must say this. When I sit down in front of my computer and want to learn pronunciation of English, I write in Google English pronunciation, and who what between in a relevant list on the topic. It was A.J.Hoge. I listened A.J.Hoge. At first, he was surprised me because I first time see that somebody make big pause, relative big pause, big pause, say something, big pause, say something, and it was something what take my mind and interest in me, and second, what was important, that I understand him. I understand him. It was 3.5 years ago, and I read a lot of reading in English. In my professional job, reading all what I read, all what I work is in English, but it is electronic information technology. But also I read all other different books, difference and treatment books, etc. And I know many words. I read very well, and that man speak and I understand. I have my ear not ideal, and I completely understand him. That pause is very important. I see some other people, I copy that in this my free speech. I don't afraid of pause. Fluently don't mean without pause. Pause is something like blank, like a white, empty space in web design, for example. And I understand that man. Excellent, understand that native speaker. He's a native speaker. Native speaker. I understand native speaker. And it was the principal reason what I take. I record him from YouTube, and I go walking By walking, I listen and listen. Uh, we don't think about something, and we don't know something because we don't think about it. We are not professional. But AJ is professional in learning in English pronunciation. Take care about pronunciation, and he said, repeat, listen some sentence. You must know meaning of that sentence. You cannot read. You cannot only listen, and you cannot only listen, but don't understand. It is there is no effect. Efficiently is if you know content, if you understand and listen and listen more, listen, and I listen. And by working, all your musculature working and all circulation working, our brain have food, and it was from him excellent. I working, I listening, because people native speaker some words listen a lot of time, but I must listen that contains that all sentence and that words a lot of times. And he said, okay, first you understand every word, you reading every when you understand, listen the word, you listen accent of every word and the rhythm of all. And there is a melody, rhythm, and there is a lot of things what you have reason for listen. For example, one sentence from a movie from some native speaker, and analyze. It was, and in the beginning some sentence I listened 100 times, and I try repeat. I recorded myself, and all about that, and because of that I now speak free. I'm confident, I'm fluently and if I speak every day, I will better and better. I always every day read. I always learn some new word, and but new word, new phrases cannot go in my speech, in my talking like that. It must be longer time in my life before go in my talk. Okay, absolutely. AJ in pronunciation for me is the best. I now listen all other, many others because they are interesting, vocabulary, etc. ID and speaking people. I am in some group where I listen not native. I learn from professor what is not native also, but for speaking fluently and confidently, A.J.Hoge is number one. Number one for listening for me. It is indeed what your ear maybe hear some other teacher better than this. I only A.J.Hoge understand 100%. And because of that, my ear like listen him, because if I don't hear word, it is nonsense. Listen when I don't hear all word. What I don't hear, I cannot speak, I understand, and because of that, A.J.Hoge is, for me, is the best, the best, the best professor in the world for me. For him, listen him, I don't need the subtitle. All others I need subtitle because English have that rhythmic when some go up and some go down. Some have big volume, some have small volume, and that less volume in many people and in me go down to zero, and I don't heard. If I don't heard half of a word, if I don't heard all word, and in the sentence there is, for example, 10 words, and from every word I hear only 50% or only 30%, I don't understand. CNN, for example, I cannot understand because they have problem in that rhythmic, that part of the rhythmic go to down in volume, in decibel. Go to down, go to 10 decibel, but for some frequency I need 100. For 8,000 decibel, I need 90 decibel up. If 10 decibel is normal, for 10 decibel is normal, for higher frequency I need, like you hear, 90 decibel more. And I cannot understand how I can hear A.J.Hoge here. He can speak fast, he can speak slowly. Never can speak fast like he, and never can speak slowly like he. But I understand fast, I understand slowly. Extra fast, extra fast. It is not important word. It is adverbs, some adverbs, a lot of etc. I know what is it because I see text, but it is not important, that part which he can pronounce extra fast, how no one in the world. It is in this video about learning from A.J.Hoge. Listen, more time, better. And it is not boring because in the sentence of native language there is a melody, there is an accent, rhythm, diction, a lot of things what you can see in one listening. In one listening is nothing. When I listen video every day, listen a lot of video, TED, speaking, it is nothing. It is only listening interesting content, and it is excellent. It is very important. It is other story, important story of learning, but for me it is not boring. It is not boring. Listen some sentence a lot of time because A.J.Hoge opened my eye when he said, when he talked, first listen and understand sentence, understand every word. After that, understand. After that, concentrate on the look at rhythm. A lot of times you must listen that you take that rhythm and accent of every word. And pronunciation, yeah. Take pronunciation, every word, pronunciation of every word. It is, I must listened a lot of times in the beginning, 3.5 years ago.